Good morning, Twisted Tribe. I thought I'd do a quick follow-up video from earlier in the week when I announced our club, the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Club. I'm very excited about it. We put out the 2 boards. They're available to look at right now on Pinterest. They're our colorway collection boards, and they just kind of give you an idea of what you can expect if you choose to go one direction or the other. So every club shipment has 2 colorways. One for this club is called In the Pink, and the other for this club is called Sing in the Blues. And there are 6 total colorways, 2 per shipment that you receive, and you get to choose one or the other that you get. So go check out, I'm going to put the links down below for In the Pink and Sing in the Blues for the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Club, and just go take a look, and they're exactly what you think. In the pink, they're pink. There are other things there are other colorways in that pair well with the pink. That transition. Meg is not a one color kind of girl. That's not her style. So there's definitely some pink. We're feeling really pink this year for some reason. But there's also some crossover. So there'll be some blues and some other colors mixed in, but the predominant feel is going to be the pink. And then the blues, Sing in the Blues, is the other option, the other colorway collection for the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Club. And again, it's just what you think. It's going to be predominantly blues. There will be some crossover. There'll be some pink in there, and then there's other colorways as well. Once I get a better handle on things going forward, I'll do another little video just to give you kind of heads up about some of the other colors in the collection. But if you look at these boards, you can truly get a very good feel for what the colorways are going to look like. So just thought I'd get that out there, start with that. And then I was trying to think of other things to talk about, and really right now my life is really, really boring for video. I'm doing tons of paperwork. I'm doing all kinds of computer work and working on the website, and nothing you want to hear about. So I thought I would talk about stripes. Evolution is our product. That's the thing that we're the most well known for. Our gradual change of color that does not repeat itself from one color to the next, so soft, so subtle that you don't get to see a stripe. But did you know that our company started when Meg wanted to do self-striping yarn in a way that nobody did before? Our self-striping is a little bit different than many other self-striping companies out there. There are many evolutions that are kind of back to back to back to back to back, over and over and over. So you get the same color repeat, but you also get the smooth transition of an evolution within a self-striping yarn. The effect is really cool. You can use them in socks, you can use them in scarves, you can use them in sweaters, although that's not what I'm wearing. I'll talk to you about that in a second, but it's what got me started on the whole let's talk about stripes thing. You can use them in hats. I love a stripy hat. I mean, come on. And then there's so many different uses for them, but I want to talk about the 2 types of self-striping yarns that we carry. One is very standard, and you see it a lot of places. We call that our classic self-striping yarn. I'm going to put my knitting down so I can give you a kind of a peek of what we've got. A classic self-striping yarn is what you usually see in socks. They're small transitions, small stripes that repeat each other quite often and significantly. So I brought a scarf that we did in a classic. This is Warlock self-striping yarn. It's a Tasty, which is our merino cashmere nylon classic. Classic means the smaller stripes in a fingering weight. Tasty is a fingering weight merino cashmere nylon yarn. And you can take a look and you can see how often those stripes repeat. But if I get it up close enough, you can really see, if you start with the lightest purple, it goes to the darker purple, to the darker gray, to the lighter gray, and then back again to the darker gray, to the darker purple, to the lighter purple. So it's like a mirror of itself going back and forth to create a really cool effect. This is in a scarf, but you could use it for many different things. Plus cashmere, right? All right, so that's the classic. That classic is available, I think, in all of our bases, I'm pretty sure. And just keep in mind that yardage is going to vary by weight. So Tasty and Ariel and Glamour and Franklin, a lot of these are fingering weight yarns, and you're going to get more yardage out of a fingering weight that weighs 100 grams than you are out of a DK, a worsted, or a bulky, because it still weighs 100 grams, but it's fatter yarn, so the yardage will be much less. Keep that in mind when you're ordering. If you're looking for socks, Franklin is our #1 most awesome, most durable, yet still soft sock base. And it's a merino nylon. And it's a beautiful yarn. The color is really vibrant on it, and it's really durable. So socks, Franklin, Kabam, Tasty, those are the three that really people tend to lean toward, that you get the yardage that you need for 2 nice, long, tall socks, and the sturdy factor for the nylon is in there too. So I'm gonna set that down. The other kind of self-stripping yarn that we carry, it's the same bases, same fiber content, but it's what we call a jumbo. A jumbo is just a long repeat self-striping yarn. So instead of having the small little transitions where it goes from one color back again to the next and then back again, this one has longer chunks. So it's almost like mini evolutions stacked. And again, it's the mirror effect, so you don't get a hard line. It's just a smooth transition, and then a smooth transition back again, and then that into the next again. So I brought an example of that. Can you see how long those transitions are? If I start at one end, we've got 1 and then back, 2 and then back, 3 and then back, 4 and then back, and then just the 5th one ends kind of in that gray. So that's about standard for our jumbos. Again, it's going to vary by the weight of the yarn that you choose. This one is a Tasty Jumbo, which is 150 grams. All jumbos are 150 grams, so you get a little bit extra yardage to accommodate for the longer transitions, and they are available in most, but not all, of our bases, if I'm correct. These are fantastic for scarves. Let me just put them side by side here so you can kind of see what they look like when, I don't know if I can, let's see. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna stand up. There we go. So you can see stripe, 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 and you can, in that, all of that time, it has only transitioned once here. There it goes again. So you can really see the difference in the type of striping that it is. I love this one for a sweater. I love this one for a scarf. I prefer the longer repeat in a scarf. I think it's a little bit more elegant, although if maybe for a child you want to stay with the classic. I just really love this jumbo. Whenever I knit self-striping, not whenever, mostly when I knit self-striping yarn, I go with a jumbo. I just like the effect that it gives with that longer transition. I'll put those patterns up down below so you can check them out. One I think is called the 3 Almond Scarves, and that's with the jumbo, the 150 gram one. And I think this one is called Terrain. It's a zigzaggy, fun one, and it can be done in either a classic or in a jumbo. I just have these two as an example. So, did you know we had self-striping yarn? We do. Look at the top of our website. It's there, self-striping. It's featured on our homepage. You should be able to see it there. It's a pretty fun thing, and for more than just socks, right? Okay, to my sweater. This is Twisted Fiber Art Peace Evolution. It goes from the light blue to to this kind of sandy color right here. And then this is Destination Yarn, this kind of rust color. It's my new like obsession. I love this color. As the contrast, it's the whole base of the sweater, and then it's the contrasting stripe all the way up. There's lots of ways to do stripes, people. You don't just have to go with a self-striping yarn. You can make your own. It's pretty fun, right? So this is our newest addition to our Yarn Friends collaboration. It will be on display if they can tear it off of my body at Stitches West. We'll put it up on display. Pardon me. Meg knit this sweater in like 15 days or something while she was sick. I have disinfected, so I'm not gonna catch it, but I can't even believe it. How did she do that fast? She just couldn't get out of bed, so she just knit for the whole time. I'm very grateful. It is not her size. It is my size, so I'm gonna wear it, and I love it. Thanks everybody. I'm glad you stopped in to see me today. I'll talk to you next week.